The Waterworks Board meeting for Wednesday, June 11th at approximately 6:32 p.m. We'll start off with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Troxel, roll call.
Yes, Mr. President. We have Councilman Thomas Schmidt. Councilman Conley.
Present.
Councilman Robin Arvice is not here. Councilman Caleb Johnson.
Present.
And Councilman Rob Gibbs is not here. Attorney David Austin.
Present.
We have Deputy Fire Chief David Meyer. Police Chief Pete Sormas. Park Superintendent John Novosich. IT AJ Garcia. Nice Engineering Neil Simstad. Public Works Director Chad Nondorf.
Here.
Director of Operations Andy Hansen.
Here.
Town Manager Jim Gorman.
Here.
Recording Secretary Robin Teal. And Clerk Treasurer Michael Troxel here.
Thank you, Mr. Troxel. The Waterworks Board consists of just 3 council people, myself, Tom Schmidt, Councilman Kevin Conley, and Councilwoman Robin Arvanitis. So on this meeting, myself and Mr. Conley would be the 2 for this meeting. The first item on the agenda will be the minutes of the May 14th meeting.
So moved.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 2-0. Next item is claims. Mr. Troxel, any additional claims for Waterworks?
No additional claims, Mr. President.
Motion to approve claims.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 2-0. Any reports, Jim, from staff on Waterworks?
No reports.
Any reports for council members?
No.
And we have no old business, we have no new business. So this time we'll take business from the floor regarding Waterworks. Is there any business from the floor regarding Waterworks? No business from the floor. This meeting's adjourned. We'll move right into the stormwater meeting.
I'd like to call the Stormwater Board meeting to order at 6:34 p.m., Wednesday, June 11th, 2025. We have the roll call is similar to the Waterworks Board, 3-member board. It is consists of myself as president, Caleb Johnson, Tom Schmidt as also, and then Robin Arvanitis, who is not present, so it'll just be the 2 of us. First agenda item is minutes of the May 14th, 2025 public meeting.
So move.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So approved. There are no claims. Mr. Clerk Treasurer, are there any?
No
claims?
additional claims to the no claims.
We'll move on to reports. Are there any reports from staff regarding Stormwater Board?
No reports, Mr. President.
Any council member reports?
None.
Hearing none, we'll move on to old business. There is no old business, there's no new business, and is there any business from the floor for the Stormwater Board? Any business from the floor for the Stormwater Board? Hearing none, this meeting's adjourned.
Call to order the Redevelopment Commission meeting for Wednesday, June 11th, 2025. Time is 6:35 p.m. The Redevelopment Commission is comprised of the entire town council, all 3 of us tonight. Minutes of the May 14th, 2025 public meetings.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Any additional claims?
No additional claims, Mr. President.
Motion to pay the claims.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Claims passes 3-0. Any reports from staff on redevelopment?
No reports, Mr. President.
All right, thank you. Council members?
None.
None.
We don't have any old business, nor do we have any new business. Any business from the floor regarding redevelopment? Any business from the floor? This meeting's adjourned.
I'd like to call the Utility Board meeting for the town of Schererville for Wednesday, June 11th at approximately 6:36 p.m. The roll call for the Utility Board will stay the same as the redevelopment. The first item on the agenda is the minutes of the May 14th, 2025 public meeting.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Claims, any additional claims, Mr. Troxel, for utilities?
No additional claims, Mr. President.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Any reports from staff on utilities?
I do have one report, Mr. President. The wastewater treatment plant biosolids building project, they did start demoing the south side of the old building to be able to build the new side while the north side is being utilized. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Any reports from council members on utilities?
Nope.
No reports. We have no old business. We have no new business. Is there any business from the floor regarding utilities? Any business from the floor regarding utilities? There is none. This meeting is adjourned. We'll move right into the town council meeting.
The town council this evening is a unique situation where our president and vice president are not here. Our president, Rob Getzlaff, is not here due to knee surgery recovery, and our vice president, Robin Arvanite, is not here due to a family medical item. So with that, there needs to be held an election under secretary of the council here. So there's an election to be held for a president to be elected to handle the rest of the meeting this evening for the town council. So with that being said, the council members of Thomas Schmidt, Kevin Conley, and Caleb Johnson we will seek nominations from those three for the election for President Pro Tem this evening. So, did I hear any
Secretary,
nominations?
Mr. Secretary, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Kevin Connolly as President Pro Tem.
There's been a nomination and a second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. It's all yours, Mr. President Pro Tem.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. All right. Call to order the town council meeting for Wednesday, June 11th, 2025. The time is 6:39 p.m. Roll call will stay the same as the utility board meeting. Minutes from the May 14th, 2025 public meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes 3-0. Mr. Troxel, any additional claims?
No additional claims, Mr. President.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes 3-0. Reports. Any reports from staff?
I believe Mr. Nondorf has a report.
Okay.
Good evening. I just got a couple of reports for the Public Works Department. The Klein Avenue and roundabout work is moving forward. Concrete milling work have been completed. They got about 2/3 of the new asphalt surface down from US 30 south to 82nd Court. Hoping to finish up the asphalt work tomorrow and the striping on Friday. So hopefully it's open late Friday, if not early Saturday, if they finish all that striping. There's quite a bit because of the roundabout. The Burr Street reconstruction project's going to be starting Monday, June 16th. This will entail a road closure through traffic. The American Legion and 2 local residents will have access to their properties and have been notified. The project will include replacement of the 16-inch water main, installation of curbing, installation of a multi-use trail, along with the new asphalt. Estimated completion date is early October of 2025. And finally, 77th Avenue road work will be starting in a few weeks. We're waiting a final date from our contractor, Milestone Construction. This will include a milling and paving project from US 41 to Capri Drive. And this won't be a road closure, but there'll be flaggers that direct traffic around the workers on site. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Any other reports?
No reports.
No reports. Okay. Any reports from council members?
None.
No.
All right. At this time, we'll open it up for public comments regarding agenda items only. Any comments regarding agenda items? Tonight's agenda items? All right, hearing none, we'll bring it back to the town council, starting with old business. Ordinance 2025, an ordinance to establish responsible bidding practices and submission requirements on public works projects in the town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana. repealing all ordinances and town code provisions or parts thereof in conflict herewith, and all matters related thereto. Mr. Gorman?
Thank you, Mr. Connolly. This is the second reading. This ordinance will run in conjunction with ordinance number 1900, which requires bidders to meet certain minimum requirements in order to be classified as a responsible and responsive bidder. The main difference between this proposed ordinance and the current one, it sets minimum requirements for evidence of apprenticeship training programs. So this was approved at the last meeting, but we're looking for it to be adopted tonight.
All right, thank you. Pleasure of the board.
Move to adopt.
Ordinance 2025. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Do we need to take any other action on this, Mr. Alshin? Are we good with that? Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, moving on. Item B, ordinance 2026, an ordinance establishing responsible business practices and submission requirements for public works projects being awarded economic incentives from the town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, repealing all ordinances and town code provisions or parts thereof in conflict herewith, and all matters related thereto. Sounds like more of the same, Mr. Gorman?
Yes, one small difference does relate to the one before. This is for any construction projects, financed in whole or in part with economic development incentives from the town, including property tax abatements, TIF financing, tax credits, tax deductions, tax exemptions, grants, loans, loan guarantees, and any other financial or economic development assistance asked by the town. Thank you.
All right.
Move to adopt.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Adoption passes 3-0. Okay, moving on to new business. Item A, authorize the town council president to execute Federal Railroad Administration, FRA, agreement. This is in regard to the Kennedy Avenue Improvement Project. Andy, is this you?
Yes. So all this does is authorize the town council president to sign off on the final FRA agreement for the Kennedy Avenue Bridge. It's in the amount of $8,452,558. Then the FRA will obligate the funds to the town of Schererville.
Awesome. Finally.
Yeah.
A motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes 3-0. Okay, item B, consider approval to purchase property located at 208 Kennedy Avenue and 192 Kennedy Avenue, Schererville, Indiana, from Banks Lambert Duffy in the amount of $28,000 right-of-way, and to authorize the town manager, director of operations, clerk treasurer, and town attorney to finalize execution of the documents. This is Phase 3, Parcel 8A, again, in regard to the Kennedy Avenue Improvement Project. Mr. Hanson?
Yes, this again is for Kennedy Avenue. As you said, Phase 3, Parcel 8. It's shown on the projector here. This is an amount of $28,000. It's for right-of-way only. It's based on the appraisal, and that's it.
It's the purple property.
Correct.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. All right, item C, consider approval to purchase property located at 212 Kennedy Avenue, Schererville, Indiana, from Robert E. Foster and Christine M. Foster in the amount of $35,000, again, right-of-way, and to authorize the town manager, director of ops, clerk treasurer, and town attorney to finalize execution of the documents. This is Phase 3, Parcel 6, Kennedy Avenue.
Yeah, this is just south of the last one. I don't know if you could even see the line right here. There's a line right here, so it's this southern portion right here. It's Phase 3, Parcel 6, and it's for $35,000, and that again was the appraised amount.
Is that taking part of their patio or something in the front?
That's part of their driveway, yes.
Oh, like
I
a
actually talked
turnaround?
to them. Yep.
Is that turnaround going to stay, or is that coming out?
Part of it will come out. That portion right there will be the utilities.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. All right, item D, consider release of 2-year maintenance bond and issue certificate of release for Canyon Creek Planned Unit Development Phase 2.
Thank you, Mr. President. This has been inspected by our town engineer as well as our Public Works Department, and it is appropriate at this time to release the maintenance bond
Okay.
for Phase 2.
Motion to approve?
Second?
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, passes 3-0. All right, item E, DAV Event Committee is here with us. Would you like to come forward, Kathy,
Steve and Bob.
and team? And team?
Hi, good evening.
Aye.
So I have with me tonight is from DAV Chapter 17 is Bob Carnegie, the commander, Service Officer Steve Bramer, and then in addition to us being on the planning committee, we also have Jim Gorman and Andy Hansen and Chief Sormaz. So we have already begun the planning of the DAV walk, and we also have gone before the other town councils in the town to invite them. And we're here tonight to just tell you thank you for your support and again, sponsoring and just hosting the walk. So I'm going to go ahead. We've got flyers and we'll hand those out, and Mr. Carnegie's going to say a few words. Thanks.
Great, thanks, Kathy.
Thank you.
Thank you, and once again, we're pleased to be here. Thank you, and we're pleased again to be here. The DAV is fortunate enough to have partners like represented in this room, and without your help, we couldn't be in existence. I need to thank Robin Arvanetis. I think I said that name right. She had a banquet the day after Memorial Day, and she's had it now, I think this was the third year, for veterans, the day after Memorial Day, which is a very somber time for veterans. And we probably had over 150 people that participated in that, and we greatly thank her and the town for paying tribute to the veterans and those that have passed. So with help like that, we all feel much better about what we're doing in the community. We appreciate it. This walk is just another example of that. And the walk will be on the 23rd. I think Steve will have some details on that. But we as an organization can't function without your help. And so it's a huge opportunity for us to share thanks to the community at that time and tell our story. So we appreciate your help.
Thank you for having us. Once again, I want to reiterate that 100% of the proceeds go to disabled veterans in our area. So when a veteran comes to us needing assistance in NIPSCO or rent, this is how we are able to pay for that and help them. So 100% of the proceeds goes towards that. And, thank you guys for letting us have this. It's
Well,
gotten bigger
thanks for
every year.
all of you do for DAV.
Yeah,
Thanks
it's
for all your
awesome.
efforts.
I mean, you can see how much bigger it's gotten every year.
Yep.
So, thank you guys.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna have a claims seminar at the St. John Township on 30. So if you know of any veterans that want help with their claim, we'll have National Service Officers there to help with claims, and then we give a little seminar where we explain the process, and that'll be August the 3rd.
It's the first Sunday, whatever the first.
Yeah, August 3rd.
Okay. All right, thank you.
So is that very difficult? So, so that's what the DA is there for. last figure was, but disability benefits coming to the state of Indiana is in like the billions because of the DAV helping process those claims for veterans. So we'll be doing that. And
It's like an insurance, it's like a retirement plan.
yeah.
The claims process is like a retirement plan for veterans after they've served because of injuries or wounds that they may have acquired while they were in the service. And then they apply to the Veterans Administration and say, hey, I fell out of a truck, shot in the foot in Vietnam, or whatever it may be. That process that Steve is talking about is somebody comes to a service officer like Steve that are scattered all over the country and say, look, I need help getting this processed. And it takes about 9 months. In my situation, started the process in January, finished it in November. Then I got a subsidiary monthly, and it has grown several times over because of other things that have developed in Bob Carnegie's body, such as a cancer from Agent Orange exposure that I didn't know for 40 years existed or that I have even exposed to it. Those are the things that are happening. The young men today in the Middle East have had to breathe air from what's called a burn pit, and we, being lazy soldiers, usually put the burn pit in the middle of the compound where it should be as far out as it can get from the people that are in that compound, because garbage is being burnt, all kinds of things is being burnt to get it out and away, but we put it in the middle because it's easy to get to. I can't explain that, but I can only tell you about it. And so the young men today that are serving in the Middle East, they're all exposed to that, and then all the other terrible things that come from being in the Middle East. So from a percentage, I would say it's an equal percentage of soldiers serving today as soldiers that we had in Vietnam 50 years ago of some type of problem. Not the same, but some type of problem after the fact. And that's what this guy and his group does to help people like me get up through that process that took 9 months. So that gives you a little idea of what we do.
My claim took 7 years. So just to give you perspective on how long that process can be.
Thank you for what you do, though.
Yes,
Thank you,
thanks.
guys.
Thank you very much.
And I just want to say that the state, DAV state, they send out an invite to, within a 25-mile radius to all veterans in the state of, actually, in a radius from the St. John Township Community Center. So, but I also just want to then, again, thank all of you. You guys, the town of Schererville is wonderful to work with, and we couldn't do this without you. And, you know, the committee, it's just everything runs like clockwork. So, again, just thank you, because you guys are really wonderful to work with. So thank you.
Thanks, Kathy.
Thank you.
Okay, last item on the agenda, acceptance of donations. Mr. Troxel?
Thank you, Mr. President. These donations are received through the month of May for various town funds. I will read them. To the town hall offices, Foursquare Construction donated parlor donuts, in-kind donation of $29. To the Animal Control Fund, Cynthia Farini, in memory of April, donated $250. And that was a monetary donation. In-kind donations were anonymous KMR kitten formula, and value of $110, and KMR bag of dog treats were a value of $12, for a total of $122 in in-kind donations to the Animal Control. To the Employee Benefit Fund, Toad Mojoski donated $100 to the Employee Benefit Donations Fund. Police Department received from Adam Robertson / Edward Jones Financial Advisor 30 bagels and 4 tubs of cream cheese from Panera Bread. That value in kind was $50.74. Hartsfield Village donated 3 Fiesta-sized cheese pizzas and 1 Fiesta-sized sausage and cheese pizza. That value was $115.25. Lou Manotti's donated 3 large thin crust and 2 large deep dish pizzas, valued at $124.05. Anonymously, the police department received lunch provided by Strachan-Till, an anonymous donor, $269.70. Total donations for in-kind for the police department were $559.74 for May. To the National Night Out Fund, Pebblebrook Homes LLC donated $250. Earl's Heating and Air donated $200. Med Spa LLC donated $100. DC Jones Engineering LLC donated $150. Matrix Construction LLC donated $50. Thomas W. Daniels and Company donated $75. Box 219 LLC donated $150. Tobacco Island 3 Incorporated donated $200. Bonder Electric of Indiana Inc. donated $100. K&C Property Holdings LLC donated $100. Schererville Police Department Albert Jewelers tip jar was $17.54. Modern Heating and Cooling Inc. donated $50. Hammer Financial Group Incorporated donated $100. Free Movers Incorporated donated $500. Schererville Donuts Incorporated donated $100. Absolute Construction Incorporated donated $100. Eli Robbie Salon and Spa donated $100. CSK Architects PC donated $500. Silvio Giannini Cement Work Inc. donated $50. Kelly Law Offices LLC donated $100. Ted's Feed Store Incorporated donated $50. Schererville Pizza Giordano's donated $500. Providence Bank donated $150. Prism Painting Company Incorporated donated $75. And Puntillo and Crane Orthodontics donated $200. Total for the National Night Out in May received $3,967.54. To the Park Department, the Adventure Club Incorporated, Pensy Pites donated $500. DLZ Indiana LLC to the Pensy Pites event donated $1,000. Ironworkers Local 395 to the Pensy Pints Festival donated $1,000. Total park donations $2,500. To the Tebow Nature Preserve Fund, Robert Tebow in memory of Joe Guzman donated $600. Total in-kind donations for the month of May were $710.74. Total monetary, $7,417.54. Grand total donations for the month, $8,120.28. And thank you all for your donations.
Thank you, Mr. Troxel.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, passes 3-0. Okay, at this point, we will take any comments from the floor. If you could please keep your comments to 3 minutes, that would be terrific.
Jeff Menard, 1279 Poppy Field. First, it's great to hear from DAV, and I hope you have some extra flyers, 'cause I know I have at least 4 businesses that want to display the information. My goal is to try to get more people out there. I think there should be more people there. So thank you for that. I also want to thank the police force for a phenomenal job with the fest, and the fire department and the parks department. I do think we have room for improvement. I think we still need to make drastic measures. People come to me and say they don't feel safe going to the Schererville Fest. Even myself on Saturday night did not feel safe. So I know, I believe, if I remember this correctly, I think the Midway contract is out. I know there was some conversation before, maybe to reduce the number of big rides. Maybe it's a good opportunity to select someone else with a smaller scale down a little bit to help with that. And maybe another idea is to charge for out-of-town guests, and maybe allow Schererville residents to get wristbands, even if not for rides, so they can have an express way to get into the park, verifying ahead of time that they're Schererville residents. All right, that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other comments?
My name is Christine Nance Morovich. I'm at 1900 Govert Drive. Personally, I felt very safe at the festival. Thank you all. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here to talk about chickens. Chickens don't belong in a suburban community. They belong on a farm and not in our neighbor's backyard. Chickens they draw out pests. They bring out flies and other insects that carry diseases, and the chickens also leave their droppings from place to place as they go about their day. Larger pests such as foxes and raccoons and coyotes are also drawn in by the smell and the prey of those chickens. Those chickens who bring in those larger preys also attack our domestic animals that are approved by the town council to be a pet in our backyard. Whether those are cats or dogs, those coyotes and foxes are already roaming the backyards. Do we want to add more predatory animals in our backyards? I say no, we don't. They also the chickens, that is, also bring on rodents because the rodents are attracted to chicken feed, and they are inviting for mice and rats. Do we need more problems like that in our community? That's what people moved out here to the suburbs for, to get away from the rodents in Chicago. And we also know that those rodents do not cross, they do not understand property lines. So while they may be in the neighbor's yard with the chicken, they're gonna come to my yard too, okay? Because they're just not gonna stop where they are. I already pay for a pest control company. Do I have to pay for more now that I have mice and rats coming over? And you say that chickens don't bring diseases, but I tell you they do. They excrete them through their intestines, those diseases of salmonella, and there's a big, huge one that I can't pronounce, but it's Campylobacter or something like that. That is excreted in their feces. And those feces get on their feathers, they flap their feathers go loose, those feathers are flying in the community, and the owners of those chickens are walking through their yards with those feathers, and who knows where those feathers are going to end up next. They're gonna carry those diseases throughout our community. It's not just the eggs that carry those diseases. It is the droppings and the feathers as they go about and infect our community. And we just can't do that. Do we really want to make our community sick? I say no, we don't. And the other thing that chickens bring is an odor. Maybe I can't smell it anymore because I had brain surgery, but trust me, other people can. The bedding gets wet, they're soiled, and musty stench is coming through. Those strong odors are not going to stay in the owner of that chicken's backyard. They're going to go into the neighbor's yard, and they're going to carry with the wind. Those odors also bring on pests like flies and rodents because they're attracted to that odor. And it poses a huge health risks for the community. You want to talk about noise? We say we have a noise ordinance in Schererville. We don't let the dogs bark all night long. Well, how are you going to police the noise ordinance now? You're going to have chickens and hens and roosters clucking? Okay, how are you going to police that one? Hens have loud, alarming noises, and when their reproductive failure stops, they adopt a male's behavior for making crowing noises. These noises cause a strained relationship with your neighbor, so now you have neighbors fighting. Oh, and then we're going to have the police out. Okay, so you want to pay more for police protection. Some of them say that chickens make more noise during the day than they do at night. Okay, do you know how many people in your community work the night shift? They come home and sleep during the day, and now they have to put up with the chicken noises all day long, so they don't sleep well. And guess what? Their productivity at work goes down. Now you got a work problem. And we already talked about the noise ordinance. How's that one going to get over?
Ma'am,
Yes.
we may have other comments after you.
Yes, sir. I have just one more comment. If they want chickens, tell them to move to Jasper County or Newton County. Lake County is suburban.
Thank you. Any other comments?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
My name
good
is
evening.
Robert McCants, and I live in the fourplexes. I've been there owning for 25 years.
Sir, can you put?
Could you speak into the microphone?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, could you just state your name and address?
My name is Robert McCants. I live at 4975 West 82nd Court, and we've been having problems out there. They used to patrol. We don't see any patrolling anymore. The older people are complaining of loud music and all sorts of things going on there. At one time, I called the Schererville Police Department, and they claimed there was a certain time that they responded to noise ordinance. I didn't know there was a time for noise ordinances and disturbances. And the people are scared. They don't want to, they talk to me. I'm tired of them complaining to me, even though I'm in the association. There needs to be more patrolling there. I know Schererville has grown, but you still have to patrol all of the town. And we need patrolling out there and responding to people's calls when they call. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any other comments?
Yeah, hi, my name's Kevin Orders. I live at 1217 Bemis Heights Avenue in Schererville. I'd just like to comment briefly on the chicken ordinance. Every time somebody asks for a variance or a change in our ordinances, I always have to question. Hopefully intelligent people gave thought to, should we have livestock or shouldn't we, and came up with the original ordinance. And so to me, a variance, there should be really good found reasons. Why are we changing the plan? I completely understand this, but my understanding is that this ordinance, as it's being considered, would really only affect a handful of residents in Schererville, and just the nature of that just strikes me as absolutely wrong, especially what's happening in today's world. It implies to me that, I guess I'm drawing conclusions, if you have the size property required, you probably are doing pretty well. And it seems that you're giving a variance to a very top end of the population and ignoring some of the issues the young lady mentioned that might affect the rest of the residents. So it just seems unfair to me. If you're going to allow livestock, allow everybody.
Thank you. Thanks for your comment. Any other business from the floor?
Good evening, Kevin Dean, 1905 Sir Richard Road. I'd like to discuss the Schererville Fest. I was at it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The Park District people kept the place very clean. The police department kept it very calm. I had people say that they felt threatened. I was there all night. The only time I felt threatened was when I was leaving Saturday night at 10:30, and I was walking down the bike path far away, coming up to the police station, and there were 15 kids sitting at the skateboard park, all dressed in black. I don't think they were Schererville residents. And I looked on the other side, and there's another 5 of them over here, so I'm forced to walk between them, which I don't like to get scissored like that. But as I came up to it, my feeling of threat was greatly relieved because I noticed that the police department had a car parked about a half a block away watching them. So they were aware of whatever threats were there. I watched them escort some people out. I think they did a great job. The one concern I have for it is I'd like to see more lighting at night. It seems like there's just not quite enough lighting, especially on the perimeter areas, the fencing area. It's well lit inside, but if somebody's trying to sneak in or come over, the darkness on the perimeter needs to be alleviated a little bit. Also would like to ride my bike. I noticed this year that you're not letting bikes in, so I didn't ride my bicycle there. But hopefully next year you'll put some bike racks up outside so that I can store my bike when I go in. Final thing is on, I believe it was Monday, we had a park board meeting here, and you guys were discussing the racetrack property. When I was at the Schererville Fest at the Democratic booth, I picked up a piece of paper that said that Schererville is potentially going to lose $3.5 million in revenue because of SB1, which I think is a misconstruction. It's actually going to take the money away from the state taking it from me in taxes and put that burden back on the city so that the city can tax the way they want and use the money the way they want rather than the state taking the money and giving it to the city. But that aside, I'm concerned that they're talking about spending, I believe it was $45 to $85 million on Raceway Park, and you're losing $3.5 million. That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Before I adjourn, yes, Kathy?
Hi. So I just wanted to just comment about the Summerfest as well. And I just, I know how hard the town works, all the employees, everybody, to provide something like that for the community. And I just, first of all, I want to say they did a fabulous job with the parade and the Summerfest. The town has no control over who does and doesn't come to the fest. And but I just wanted to recognize that they did a great job. And I was at the fest on Saturday night, and I just wanted to praise Chief Sormaz and the Schererville Police Department, because I did witness an incident, and 15 feet from me, and I never felt threatened or anything. They handled it perfectly. So anyway, I just wanted to make that, just recognition. I think you guys did a great job. So
Thank you. Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Before I adjourn, I saw we had a couple of scouts with us tonight. Did you want to step forward and let us know what pack you're with? And
One of them stepped out.
yeah, one stepped out. One had an important phone call. You want to just say your name and the pack that you're with, and maybe tell us why you're here?
Our troop is Troop 532 here with us. Today we have Logan, I'm Jake Lane, and the guy who took the phone call is Josh Nowinski.
Okay.
And we are here because we're working towards our communications merit badge.
Well, very good. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Guys.
Thanks, guys. All right, a great way to end the meeting. Any other comments? Hearing none, this meeting's adjourned.